Hello friends, welcome to day 7 of our 10-day yoga challenge on and off the mat. Today is Sunday and we will take it nice and easy today with a restorative practice. So get yourself ready, grab a couple of pillows, maybe your yoga blocks so you can make yourself fully comfortable, and you will also need a chair or a wall space close to your mat. Get yourself ready and I will meet you on your mat lying down on your back. We are starting in constructive rest, lying down on your back with your knees touching and feet apart. You can bring your hands on top of your belly. Relax your body, relax your mind, and tune into your breath. Inhaling through your nose, throat, lungs, and into your belly. Exhaling from your belly, lungs, throat, and a nose or mouth. We'll take a few more like this, inhaling through your nose and all the way into your belly. And exhaling from your belly and out through your nose or through your mouth. Notice your belly rising and falling under your hands if they are on your belly. And feel supported by the earth, by the ground. And we're going to bring the hands on each side of your body and bring your feet, knees, and hips in line, feet grounded. Press into your left foot so you can lift your right leg up and reach through the heel up to the sky, stretching into the back of your leg, pressing your right hip down. Then release, bend your knee. And with your next exhalation, open your right leg to the right, again reaching through the heel. Your left knee may fall to the left, keeping your pelvis in balance. And release. And then we cross the leg, so your right leg reaching to the left, reach through the heel, flex the foot, and press your right hip down. And as you release, bring your right ankle over your left knee, flex your right foot, and press your right knee away from your body. Now bring your thighs towards your chest, interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, shoulders stay relaxed, neck relaxed. Feel free to put a folded blanket or a very flat cushion under your head. And then as you exhale, bring the thighs towards your body, towards your chest, and try to press your bum down towards the ground. Couple of breaths in here. And with your next exhalation, release the hold. Keep your legs as they are. Bring your arms to the ground, separated, away from your body. And then take your legs to the left into this peculiar twist. You can take your left hand onto your right knee. Look to the right. There's no need for that left knee to reach the ground. You can just hang in here or support it with a block or a bolster. Your right shoulder blade should stay on the ground. One more breath in here. And then as you inhale, come back to center, release your legs, and we'll take it to the other side. So arms along your body again, maybe just a little wider. Press your left foot up to the sky as you exhale. Release. Open your legs away from each other. Reach with the left to the left side, flexed foot. And release, and across your body. Nice stretch into the outer side of your leg. Reach through the heel again and release. Left ankle over your right thigh. Bring your thighs towards your chest. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh or even over the shin if you can reach there. And then as you exhale, bring them a little closer towards your body. Few breaths in here, shoulders and the neck relaxed. Maybe close your eyes. Breathing into your belly. And all the way into the bottom of your spine. As you exhale, release your arms, keep your legs as they are, open your arms to the side, and then take your legs over to the right in a twist. Feel free to adjust your hips and then look to the left away from your legs. Maybe gently pressing with your right hand over your left knee, coming a little deeper, or just hanging in here, taking it nice and slow today. One more breath. And then with your next exhalation, just roll to your right side. With your left hand, press up into the ground and come into seated, nice and comfortable. We're going to come onto all four and move into puppy pose to open our chest. You have two options here depending on how you feel today. You can either grab pillows or bolsters, stack them pretty much under your belly, under your torso. And then keep your hips above your knees and just walk your arms forward, landing your chest on this stack of pillows. And then you can even bend your elbows and just rest in here. I don't want to muffle my microphone, so I'm not going too down. Just chilling in here. Or if you prefer unsupported puppy pose, then you just walk your arms forward and lower your elbows, lower your chest, and resting either chin or forehead on the ground. And as this is a restorative practice, even if you can put your chin onto the ground and you're comfortable that way, go ahead, but consider just putting your forehead, connecting with the ground, and going a little bit more inwards today. Both options are valuable. Deep breath. And you can gently tuck your tailbone so you're really opening into your chest and shoulders more than into your lower back. And then as you inhale, walk your hands towards your body. So from all four, we're going to bring the left foot forward on the outside of your left hand. So feel free to go all the way or just step it to the side and then bring it right next to your hand, moving into lizard pose. So here your stance is probably too short. Just move your back knee a little more backwards if you wish. Come onto your fingertips and feel free to take blocks under your hands to lift the floor a little higher up if you're not comfortable here. That's okay, little by little we'll get lower. And feel free to move your hips back and forth or in little circles if staying still from the beginning does not feel right, does not feel wise. This is nice to allow the hips to get used to this rather deep opening with a little bit of movement. Yeah. And then whenever you feel ready, you can stabilize your hips, come a little lower, a little deeper. Make sure that you're not hunching your back. You're leading with your heart, nice and open. Yeah. And feel free to allow your knee to open a little bit more, your foot perhaps lifting a little bit, but your ankle stable. And if you're comfortable taking it a little deeper, you can bring your right forearm on the ground. See how that feels. Left forearm. And stay in here. And if this does not feel right, remember it's the restorative practice today. Nothing to achieve other than relaxation. Stay a little higher up, even with your blocks or just on your hands. Yeah, we'll take one breath here. And then we move back, coming back onto all four, any comfortable way, and over to the other side. And so your right foot steps forward on the outside of your right hand. And again, we start A little bit of a wiggling and moving back and forth, allowing the hips to settle slowly in the depth of this stretch. Again, leading with your heart, maybe looking forward, rather than rounding your back and staring down. Open yourself up to whatever is ahead of you. And now we settle in stillness, if that feels right for your body. Either here, using blocks, or on your forearms, if that's inviting. One more breath. And now you can either move the same way back, or if it's inviting, you can step into downward facing dog. Moving slowly, knees bend, sticking your bum up and back, press into your arms. Yeah, maybe a little power pose here is not too bad. One more breath. And we're going to move into pigeon pose, Rajka Uttanasana. Bring your left knee towards your left wrist. Your shin on the ground and then slide back. Yeah. The closer your left heel is towards your right hip, the easier or more accessible the pose gets. If you're not comfortable here, feel free to grab a pillow or a bolster and shuffle it under your bum. I like to have a little bit under the bum and a little bit under the right, in this case, right hip in the front. This feels really nice. Yeah. Or you can just hang in here. And again, take a few wiggles here, allowing the hips to get used to this stretch. This feels really nourishing, like a little oiling or juicing of the hip joint. And then whenever you feel ready, you can walk your arms forward, come onto your forearms. Feel free to place them on a block. Maybe with a breath or two here before we come all the way down. Bend your elbows and then rest your forehead on your forearms. Send your breath all the way to the bottom of your spine and into that left hip, left bum, left thigh. One more breath. And as slowly as we got here, we're going to move back up little by little, coming onto your hands, tucking your back toe under, and either moving onto all four or into down dog. Take a breath or two here in the pose of your choice. And bring your right knee to your right wrist. For pigeon on the other side, shin on the ground, and then slide back again using a pillow or any kind of support that you prefer under your bum if you want to lift the floor a little higher up. And we'll take a moment here, wiggling from side to side, leaning in and out of the pose and allowing the hips to get used to this stretch. And then, whenever you feel ready, come into a stable pigeon, shining your heart forward for one breath. And eventually coming down onto your forearms and resting your forehead on your forearms. And feel free to stretch your arms forward if you prefer that, or stay a little higher up. Just do what feels wise for your body today. Breathing all the way to your right hip. Guiding your breath first to the bottom of your spine and then to the hip. And this is a merely visualization, of course, but can be certainly of great help. And then slowly come back up onto your hands. Press yourself into downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Feel free to pedal your feet, move into your hips, or take a stable down dog. Again, doing whatever serves you right at this moment. And with your next exhale, bring your knees down to the ground, coming onto all four. As you inhale, lift your left arm up, look up, and then as you exhale, thread the needle left arm through the gap between your right knee and right wrist, bringing the hard part on the side of your head down on the ground. And as we're having a restorative practice, feel free to grab a pillow or a block here and put your head onto something a little softer. Now, if you prefer to stretch more into your shoulder blade, your right arm comes overhead. If you feel like taking more of a twist, your right arm can come up and behind your left hip, pointing your elbow actively up to the sky. Here we're coming more into a twist. This pose is a little bit more active than just hanging in here, but you'll see what works for you today. One more breath, breathing into the back of your heart. And then slowly back onto all four. We'll take it directly to the other side. So as you inhale, lift your right arm up, twist, look up, and then exhale, thread the needle. And again, using a pillow if you wish. That feels quite nice. Stretching your arm either overhead or bringing it behind your back, behind your hip. Breathing into the back of your heart, into the right side. And then slowly coming back up. Now I will offer you two variations for your final relaxation. So your option number one, if you have a wall, you will take Viparita Karani. So in that case, have your bolsters or pillows ready somewhere on the side. And let's imagine that here at the end of my mat, there is a wall. So I'll show you how to get into that. I'll be sitting with my side, my hip to the wall, almost touching. And then I swing my legs up as I twist. So now my legs are on top of the wall, lying down. This may take a little bit of wiggling, and you can bring yourself a little closer. Press your feet into the wall. I'm going to use my chair here to lift the hips up and shuffle your pillows or bolsters or rolled towels under your sacrum. Then you'll be resting here with your legs up the wall. Arms either spread on each side of your body, or you can bring them overhead. If you don't have a wall or prefer to use a chair, same thing. Just bring your legs up your chair so your calves are resting, and there is a more than a 90 degrees angle between your thighs and the rest of your body. So you don't want to be in a closed angle. You want to relax nice and easy. Feel free to put a cushion on your chair or a couch. And you can do this with pillows under your sacrum or straight on the ground if that's more comfortable. I'm quite used to this position. It's one of my favorite resting positions. Even if you come from work, you feel exhausted, you lie down like this for 10 minutes, close your eyes. It works magic. So wherever you are and whichever variation you choose, arms overhead or along the body, close your eyes, allow your body to be heavy. Relax, and relax your mind as well. Take as much time as you need in Viparita Karani variation of your choice. I suggest you stay for at least 10 minutes, if not 15. Thank you so much for joining in, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow for our Monday practice.